So, it's the next day, and I am still emotionally reeling from the premiere of Pose on FX. First off, before I get to the sad stuff, it is beyond amazing that the stars of the show are all trans women. And I'm talking real trans women, not we hired Jared Leto to play someone trans, even though I love me some Jared Leto and his fine ass. You know, we didn't hire Felicity Huffman to play someone trans. Although I love Felicity Huffman, Desperate Housewives is my ship. It's great that they use real trans actresses because they do exist. It is great to see that. And I'm sure it gives a lot of people hope. Hell, it gives me hope that, it is possible. That can happen. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. So we open the episode getting introduced to the House of Abundance, which includes the mother of the house. Her name is Electra. We have Angel, we have Blanca, we have Candy, we have Lulu. And already we see the tension between Blanca and Electra because Electra steals an idea for the ball that they're getting ready to walk that Blanca suggested. So I get a little bit of like a Cinderella evil stepmother kind of vibe between them and the other children, especially when Candy tells Blanca to cook for them and calls her a cross-dresser, which you just don't do to a trans woman. You don't call us no cross-dressers. You don't call us no drag queens, okay? This is full-time. This is real life. It ain't no playground over here. This is not recess, honey, okay? So we go from there to seeing all the queens of the house. They are going to the museum. At first I'm thinking maybe they're just going to get some inspiration from the things in the museum, from the costumes, and then they're going to, go sew, what have you. No, girl. They go and hide out until the museum closes, and then they start stealing all the costumes. Let me tell you, queens that walk balls will go to any extent for them tens, honey. We are not getting chopped. If I have to go steal the damn Statue of Liberty to walk freedom and patriotism, honey, I'm gonna do it. Well, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just saying. All right, here goes the shit. Okay. I might cry. So, next we meet a cute 17-year-old Damon in ballet class. He later goes home and is confronted by his dad because his dad's friend saw him coming out of his ballet class, and I guess he was supposed to stop dancing. And also his dad found a porn magazine in his room. He ends up telling his dad he's gay, and his dad starts beating him, and his mom is walking from the grocery store, I guess. She hears a commotion from outside, runs in, and pulls her husband, Damon's father, off of Damon. Damon's dad then proceeds to physically throw him out of the house and tells him that he is dead to him. And, just when you think, mom is going to come out, be, the open-minded, caring one, that's her child, it came out of her, what have you, she slaps Damon too, and sends him packing with a coat and a backpack. And I don't think I said this before, but if you haven't watched, I'm sure you've watched if you're watching this. This is set in 1987. 2018 still kind of rough. I can only imagine being an adult in 87. That's just, no, that's a lot. So next after that, we catch up with Blanca. She goes and gets tested and gets an HIV diagnosis. Now, like I said, this is in 1987. In 2018, people that have HIV, they may say they're living with HIV. Back then it was just a death sentence. But with this news, Blanca decides that she wants more from life. She wants her own house. Although I'm sure she's been feeling this way because the way she's treated, it kind of gave her an extra push. But she wants to leave her own legacy behind. So she starts looking for apartments. And come to find out, this is all to the dismay of Mother Electra, who found out that Blanca was looking for apartments and confronted her about it. Long story short, Mother Electra did not approve nor give Blanca a blessing to start her own house. And basically, Blanca got kicked out of her house too. There you go. So then next, Blanca is walking through the park and meets Damon, who is dancing for money because he's been sleeping in the park since his parents have kicked him out. You know, Blanca starts telling him about her house and offers him a place to stay. And for time's sake, at first he's kind of hesitant, but eventually he shows up to her door after his backpack that gets stolen from him in the park while he's sleeping. And, you know, his backpack and his coat was the only thing he had. So after that, he didn't have anything else. So he had to go ahead and go on home to his new mother. Next, we're introduced to Stan, who is a businessman that is about to start working for Donald Trump. After leaving what looks like his job offer, he meets Angel on the beat, on the stroll, where the prostitutes are. And he picks her up and takes her back to a hotel. So, you know, Angel shows her body, he shows his body. You know, reminder if you're not following along, Angel is trans. So I guess before they got down to any kind of nitty gritty, he wants to talk, and Angel starts telling Stan about her dreams of having a home, having a family, having someone to take care of, having someone to take care of her. And in the midst of that, we get a flash of Stan going home to his wife and his kids. So we continue following Angel, who has the worst day possible. First, she answers a help wanted ad for a store in what I'm guessing is the Trump Tower. The manager tells her that the position is filled, even though it's not, and she's asked to leave. Then she's smoking outside after she's asked to leave from the store, and she runs into Stan. And, you know, he's like, "What are you doing here?" And she tells him, "Well, I just want to see you. Let's go grab coffee, whatever." And that's when he told her that he was married and that he just couldn't be with someone like her. Dating and trans, or is it even dating sometimes, in trans life can be very difficult, depressing. It will jade you. So that was the part for me where, like, Damon getting kicked out of his house was a lot. That part with Stan, as it relates, I guess, in my adult life, like, I honestly had to pause the TV. Like, I was in tears. Like, just even thinking about it just makes me emotional. And I righteously had to get myself together after that scene. Keeping up with Angel. Angel later goes to the ball, and baby, she gets chopped and read for filth about what she is wearing. And so she runs out crying. Blanca follows her, and basically Blanca kind of recruits her into her house. Blanca just jumped in head first with Damon. You would think that Damon came out of Blanca's bujana. Not only is she introducing him to the life per se, but she's also trying to introduce him to his life. Just for time's sake, so this video won't get super long. So they go there, get the application. Blanca later finds out that he didn't turn it in, that he missed the deadline because he just didn't think the school would take him. So he kind of got in his own way before he even knew there was a way. So when Blanca finds out, she takes him and Angel, and they got a new house member along the way, and I forgot his name, but I'll pick that up next week. They all go to the new school of dance, and Blanca convinces the dean of admissions to let Damon dance for her. So after some emotional Whitney Houston on the spot choreography, he makes it in. So yay for that. Yay to see where that goes. So we go back to the ball scene where Blanca has decided to challenge her old house, the House of Abundance, with her newly formed House of Evangelista, honey. Long story short, Evangelista, they lost against Abundance. They probably would have lost no matter how much they slayed the children. There could be a lot of cattiness and some politics in that ball scene, honey. But outside, after their defeat, oh, this is when they picked up the new house member. I got ahead of myself earlier. I still don't know his name, though. I'm liking this because it's going to be like the classic underdog story, and I'm sure we're going to get to see House of Evangelista come together and all the challenges and the drama that comes along with that. So it's just great. It's just great. It's just good stuff. It's just good stuff, guys. So we get to the end. We end with Stan back on the beat looking for Angel. I screamed at my television not to get back in the car with him, because if she is not somebody you can be with, Stan, she is not somebody you can hunch on either. But I guess she is on a stroll, and Angel got to make her money, so I guess she really can't turn down coins. But still, when a skinny white man tells you that he can't be with you, you believe it. You be frozen. You let it go. Let him go. But yeah, that was the show. It's gonna be really good. If you have not tuned in, I suggest you do. It comes on FX on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You know, all those time zones be messing me up. But I think it came out 8 o'clock my time. How about you just go to your DVR, search for Pose, and just hit record on that, and then pick it up on your DVR. But I see Emmys. This is 10s across the board. Like, I am triggered. I am shook. And I'm just glad that they are going to be able to tell real stories. Tune in. I don't know if I'm going to do this again, but I just felt it right now. And we'll see. So, thanks for watching, if you watched. Peace.